performance appraisal the same thing as performance management? Just guess. What's the difference?
Management seems like performance management seems like a continuous process that aims at improving it over time, over a period. While performance appraisal is just the final assessment or something like that.
He's on the road. He's almost there. Let me tell you a story to be able to differentiate between the two. When we want to hire maids in our houses, let's assume they brought a maid into your house. What kind of questions will you be asking the maid? The background, where are you from, right? And all of that, okay?
Health status.
The health status, you want the person to do a medical first. The background is like what? Checking the CV of the person. You want to know where she has worked, where she comes from, where she has worked before, right? Her experience. You want to check the health status, pre-employment medical. What else? You what? Payroll. Well, how much you want to pay her? Yes, also valid. Won't you ask her questions? Why are you asking her where she comes from?
You understand the dynamics and what they can offer.
The reason she left, he or she left.
No, that's even a different question. Right, that's you asking why she left where she was working from. They give you a default answer, Malga travel. Compatibility about something.
Your compatibility.
Aside, you are Yoruba, she's from Jos. Can she make amala? Compatibility. You are from Akwa Ibom, she's from Ibadan. Can she make ofo eweri? Can she prepare periwinkles? Can she make afang? Ofo sala? Compatibility in terms of, can she prepare what we are used to? And all of that is like what? Looking through the job details to know if this person can actually perform that task. You also ask other questions. Have you taken care of children before? How young is the youngest child you have taken care of? Because you know you have a baby in the house. Those are the reasons why you are asking. You see, those reasons behind those questions are your job description. And that's why it needs to be written down. You don't just keep it in your head. None of you will like it if your boss tells you that, why is this thing here? You're like, I don't know. Don't you know it's part of your job to remove it? Nobody told me now. Nobody will like that. And that's why we always advocate, write everything down. Now you've done your medicals. You are now taking her in. So you are taking her around the house. This is the store. This is the kitchen. This is the bedroom. This is the children area. This is the generator area. All of those things. What are you doing? You are showing the person the work area. The same thing, whether you are in charge of rail transportation or you are in charge of the buses, you have a work area where you work. And that tells you that, okay, this is where I have my jurisdiction. You can't be in Ikotu and then be operating in Ojota. That is not your jurisdiction. Your jurisdiction is here. And you stay there and you work from there. Now, you show her the mop, where the food is kept, and all of that. You are giving the person what? The work tools. Your ID card confers on you some authority. They give you certain things that you use in the discharge of your duty. Maybe a phone, maybe a laptop, maybe some phone with camera so that you can take pictures, and all of those things. Whatever other software that is used. You are printing tickets and all of that. Those are work tools with which you work. Then next, they now say, Oga leaves the home by 6 a.m. every day. It is important that his breakfast is ready before he goes. The children's school bus gets here by 7 a.m. every day. They must be ready. It is not when the school bus gets here that you are looking for one leg of the socks or one leg of the shoe. You are in that industry. That is setting your KPIs. They are drawn from your job description, but they are now giving you what? Specifics. Oga's lunch pack must be ready before 6 a.m. It is time bound. Smart objective. It is achievable because if you wake up by 5 a.m., you will have prepared all of those things. Then the children too, waking them up, bathing them, cleaning them, getting them dressed up, their bags already packed. So while food is on the kitchen, you are not sitting down looking at the fire burning. You are doing several other things to ensure that everything is ready. Now imagine Oga comes out 6 a.m. Oga, abeg, right go soon done. Just 15 more minutes. School bus comes, and then they are going pa 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 pa. One came out with towel around his waist. I can't find my singlet. Of course, school bus will leave them. Am I not correct? For that kind of maid, has she met her KPIs? The review of that person is appraisal. The outcome is the fact that what? He has not met the target. And what do you then do? You put the person under on what? Performance improvement plan, PIP. It's the same thing too in the place of work. Don't come and tell us your sweat equity. What is the result? Show your workings. Let me talk to. Show me what you achieve. What have you done? What is the outcome? Now, imagine there's a maid. By 6, when Oga comes out, not only is his lunch pack ready, this girl made smoothie for him and kept it in a cup and kept it beside. By the time it was 6:45, the children are already in their uniform. They are playing ball in the compound. Their bags are outside, waiting for the school bus to come, such that the driver does not even need to press the horn. Because once the bus turns in their street, they can already see it. And then they are already waving at the driver, and the driver is already doing like this to them. So once they just get there, they just say, "Good afternoon, Mr. Kunle. Good afternoon, Moya." And then they just enter the bus, and then off they go. And then one Sunday, while you are chilling with your husband, the maid comes out and says, "Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma." And like, what's it? "I'm sorry, ma. I went around the house and I found out that we have 2 weeks quantity of salt left, 1 week quantity of sugar, 2 weeks quantity of gari, 2 weeks quantity of this, 2 weeks quantity of that, detergent, this one, that one." She reeled everything out, telling you the quantity and the timeline within which they will all be consumed. And then he says, "And I have priced these items here. If we are going to restock the house, it's going to cost us about 400,000 naira to be able to restock for the next 3 months. But if I go to Okeari market, we will spend only 215,650 naira only. I don't know if there is money so that I can go to Okeari market. When Friday drops a guy in the office, he can come back with the car to be able to help me use the car to carry everything, and then we bring it back home. Then he goes back to join Oga so that we can stock the house." And the reason why I'm proposing where we stock for the next 3 months is because in June now we enter Ileya, and last year during Ileya, prices of things went up between 30 and 35%. Auntie, what will you do for that kind of a maid? Talk, please.
She would be a favorite, and whatever she asks for, it will be easy to give her.
Thank you very much. She is no longer operating at a maid level. She's now a home manager. She is now operating at a home manager level. Now, you know what that means. This person is deserving of a promotion in the place of work. Now, why is it that some people tell us, "I've been here for 2 years, won't he promote me?" Is it a function of how long you have been here, or the value you have created within that 2 years that you have been here? And that's why promotion is not based on time you have spent in the company. It is the same KPI. Is the same KPI they gave the what? The second person. While one person, rice otiji, is still waiting for 15 minutes. Another person, rice may even be ready, but because it's smoothie led there. Another person, the children may be coming out as the boss gets there. But here is somebody, not only are the children already outside, the bags are outside, Oga is going to work with smoothie and all of that. Amongst all those 4 people, who will you promote first? But guess what our men said? Now. For an ìyàwó who is already insecure, and she is the line manager of this maid, you know we experience such people too in the place of work, who are very insecure about some of their employees outshining them. We were having this same training session in one of these telco companies, and somebody said, "This one will snatch my husband from me." And I said, "Why?" He said, "Why is she saying all of those things in the front of my husband? Why didn't she come and tell me privately and let me praise her in the private? Why does she want my husband to know how efficient and how good she is?" Insecurity, nee. But guess what? You are not accountable for another person's insecurity in the place of work. But should that now impact on your performance and deliverables? And that's where wisdom comes to play. For as long as you have a line manager, you let them shine.
There might be a problem here.
Okay, sir.
The woman in question is assumed to be the line manager that maid.
Yes.
So she may probably influence that maid not to have shine because she's the line manager.
Now, she's saying she line manager, being the woman, may influence that maid, not allowing her shine. You can shine if you want to. But who do you show your stars to? To your boss, to your line manager. Because guess what will happen? The man of the house will know that there's order in the house. The man of the house will know that everything works. He may be telling his friend, when those ones are complaining about their maid, he'll be like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. My house works. How it works between my wife and the maid, they sort everything out. So if tomorrow the maid is asking for a little increment, will the man not feel disposed to give her? Who is drinking the smoothie? So in some way, the man will still see and encounter this lady in the course of her work. And that will give her some visibility. E.g., there will be times when the man will find the maid maybe teaching the children their homework, if she is that level of education. She'll see the way the maid takes care of the child when any of them is sick. He will witness it. And all of those little things will influence the decisions that he wants to make around that girl. Whether we like it or not, we all notice it. We all see it in the house. One way or the other, we will see it. It's unfortunate that you have to be diplomatic in saying, never outshine the master. Because human beings are human beings. Let's tell ourselves the truth. They will frustrate your life. I've seen it in the course of my career. I've seen it even in business. It is who they are. You can't change them. You are not responsible or accountable for another person's behavior. What you can do is, how do I comport myself such that I still continue to deliver excellent service, I make my boss to look good, and at the appointed time, whether within this place or outside of this place, I will shine. Because that good that you are doing is what you are going to tell them in another place that you may be going through of your achievements and deliverables.